Was it tonight wasn't big enough already? It's time for a title match. Women's Championship on the line.
And Veda Scott has a lot to prove here tonight. I know we throw that around a lot, but if you had seen recently a video she had posted on Twitter, a very open, a very emotional video explaining how I'm good at this. I can do this. I can be the best inside that ring, but she needs to start believing in herself that she can do it. And tonight, hey, it's not going to be easy. You got Rosemary, you got the Smash Wrestling Women's Champion.
Well, she absolutely does, Dustin, but she is more than capable of taking that Women's Championship home with her tonight. Undefeated at Canusa Classic. She's familiar with the lights on bright in this promotion, but no brighter than they are here today, as I think the room just got a little bit chillier, Dustin.
Right, I feel like every time Rosemary makes an entrance and I'm sitting beside you, something happens.
Yeah, she does not like me.
I don't want to be near the...
Well, here she is, the women's champion here in Smash Wrestling. And, oh, God. Placed her hand on my face. I don't even know what that means, Dustin.
That could have went a lot worse.
Well, you can see the handprint on the championship as well. And I am uncomfortable. But that is what Rosemary does. She makes everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's absolutely going to make Veda Scott very uncomfortable the next couple minutes.
But that's where she's most comfortable. She lives outside the comfort zone of everybody else. She's won the championship based on that. And Dustin, this is still very early on in the reign of Rosemary. This is just her second title defense. Coming fresh off a successful defense against Max the Impaler in London just a few months ago.
Absolutely a first couple defenses, but Rosemary's been the top dog in Smash Wrestling for a long time. Let's send it down to Steve for the in-ring introductions.
Introducing first to my left, the challenger from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Veda Scott.
Does she look ready for this or what?
She better be. She absolutely better be.
And her opponent hails from the Valley of the Shadows. She is the Smash Wrestling Women's Champion, the Demon Assassin, Rosemary.
There isn't another like her.
Oh, look out.
Oh, Veda Scott! Not even waiting for the opening bell here. I don't even blame her, Dustin. And Veda Scott taking the fight to Rosemary on the outside, and once again, fans, the bell has not rung yet.
No, this has not officially started yet.
Veda Scott taking it right to Rosemary. This is what she's got to do, though, Dustin. I don't blame her.
I was just going to say, this is brilliant. A lot of people go in there afraid of Rosemary. Not sure how to attack her. Veda Scott's going right after her.
I don't think we've ever seen someone take the fight to Rosemary first.
Even Max the Impaler didn't do this.
But Veda Scott now lining up Rosemary against the ring post.
Oh, I think she's taking way too much time here, Scott.
Oh, and kick the ring post.
That's a good way to break an ankle.
And that's a bad way to start a match. And now Rosemary in control, and this is where you don't want to be if you're Veda Scott. Oh my God!
Talk about handprint.
Yeah, suddenly my face doesn't feel so bad.
Again, this match hasn't started yet.
Well, that just goes to show you what Rosemary's capable of. And another chop to the chest, and these women are going all over the rec room. They're going to wreck the rec room if we're not careful. And now, where are they going?
We're going for a tour of the building is what we're doing.
A scenic route to the bar. Oh, hang on a second here. Oh, a straight left there from Veda Scott.
Oh, look out.
Look out is right. A flight of stairs there. This is dangerous.
This
and
is
again,
dangerous.
Anything goes here. Technically, the match hasn't started.
Oh, what?
Oh! Trying to choke her out over the railing. Well, this match might never start, Dustin.
By the time they get back in the ring, there might be nothing left of these two.
And Veda Scott, I can't tell if she's trying to seek refuge in the ring or just get the hell away from Rosemary.
And this is case in point why Rosemary is one of the most dominant competitors in the history of Smash Wrestling.
And Veda Scott took the fight to Rosemary early, but ever since Rosemary hit her with that chop, she's had no answer. Rolled back into the ring. This might actually be more dangerous. As there's the bell, Women's Championship match now official. On Veda Scott, just like that, takes the legs up from underneath Rosemary. And a clothesline takes her right down.
And it looks like Veda Scott still suffering the effects of that chokehold. But give her some credit, still taking it to Rosemary.
Well, it does, and as you alluded to earlier, Veda Scott's got so much pressure that she's put on herself to win this matchup here tonight. The gold, in a sense, validates her.
Oh, it will make that claim that she has set out there, that she can do this, that she is the best, that she's really good at this. A surefire way to prove that would be to take the Smash Wrestling Championship from Rosemary.
Oh, and a clothesline there, taking Rosemary down. And now Veda Scott into a cover here, two, and Rosemary able to get the shoulder up. Dustin, you're right, but what would it do to the psyche of one Veda Scott should she not win here tonight? That's the problem when you put so much pressure on yourself.
It's an interesting dynamic because usually going into a match as a challenger.
Shoulder breaker there. And now submission hold applied here into a crossface.
Normally as a challenger, there is less pressure. The more the pressure's on the champion to retain. But you're right, with the added pressure she's put on herself, this is a completely different situation here.
What is Rosemary gonna do here? Will she tap out? Or will she find a way out of this hold? She made her way to that bottom rope. Veda Scott forced to release the hold. But the damage might be done to that shoulder.
And if Veda Scott is going to have to zero in on that. Going to have to start picking Rosemary apart.
Well, and that's it. She picked a limb, and now she's found a place of which to work. She's trying to wear Rosemary down.
Rosemary's still fighting. Still hanging on with everything she has.
Well, that's what she does. Oh, and a nice double leg tackle there from Rosemary, and she just laying in the punches here. Hitting Veda Scott with so many rights, she's begging for a left. Oh, and a forearm shot. And that's the official. Yeah, get out of the way. And another forearm shot. Now Rosemary with a smile on her face, she's having fun. And that is dangerous if you're Veda Scott. Sling blade. Taking down Veda Scott. This might be over here. Rosemary into a cover to retain the championship. No, Veda Scott gets a shoulder up.
Just barely, though. Veda Scott is in a world of hurt right now.
But you see the way, Dustin, she pulled her way back to her feet.
Yeah, got right back to the corner and needed the ropes to help pull herself up.
Splash in the corner there. Now Rosemary looking for a T-bone suplex here, connecting.
And again, intelligently going to the corner does Veda Scott. You can't be pinned out there.
Well, and Dustin, you see the way she keeps pulling herself back up to her feet. She keeps on getting up. Every time Rosemary knocks her down, she's right there to get right back up. A lot of fight in Veda Scott. Hoisting the champion now. Trying to perch her on the top rope. Rosemary fighting out of it. Uh-oh.
Oh no, we saw this earlier up at the bar.
And now she's doing it in the ring. Just trying to choke the life out of Veda Scott here. She's able to break the hold before the count of 5, but again, damage might be done here to the challenger.
Yeah, she might have broke part of Veda Scott. Rosemary go under the ring here.
What is she looking for under the ring? Whatever goes to the mind of Rosemary?
I think she was chasing it. Veda Scott just came out from underneath the ring as well. So,
oh! I think she was just taking a shortcut. Face first off the apron. And Rosemary wisely breaking the referee's 10 count. Looking to inflict more damage outside the ring. And now they're on the ring apron, Dustin, and now it's getting dangerous.
What is it? What is Rosemary thinking here?
Oh, what a shot that was.
A stiff jab right to the jaw.
And now what's Veda Scott thinking here? Reverse DDT onto the apron. Damage might be done now to the champion.
Veda Scott on hands and knees, just fighting back into this match.
Well, that's all she could do just to create some separation. There is a lot of fire in Veda Scott, but Rosemary has made a career off of taking away the will of others.
What is this?
Well, I don't know if she caught all of it. She might have slipped on it, but it's enough to stagger Rosemary. She was looking for a stunner, Dustin.
Regardless, she is still in control of maybe not.
Now Rosemary again. Oh, but a handful of hair from Veda Scott. That's one way to block it. As Rosemary looking for that tarantula maneuver again.
Veda now hooking her.
Leg hooked as well. Fisherman Buster cover. 2, new champion, no. Rosemary able to get her shoulder up off the mat.
Just 1 second away, Scott. That could have been a new Smash Wrestling Women's Champion, just like that.
Well, Veda Scott can't allow herself to get frustrated here, though, Dustin. She's got to stay on Rosemary. That's what she's doing right here, stiff kick. And another one. Trying to drive the air out of the lungs of Rosemary. And a boot right to the face, and down goes the champion.
Right to the temple.
And right back up comes the champion. Rosemary firing up here, hitting that second gear. And a spear!
She got right back up, though.
Oh, good God!
Let's not get
cover here, too. And Rosemary retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still Smash Wrestling Women's Champion, the Demon Assassin, Rosemary!
Veda Scott brought the fight, but it wasn't her night. Rosemary retaining the championship. And this might be a long, long reign for the Demon Assassin. Rosemary celebrating with her championship.